Take him to Detroit. No! No, not Detroit!
On day 6 of deliberations, the Sam Riddle bribery trial ends in a mistrial. Now the jurors are lashing out at one of their own.
Jurors paint a nasty picture of what went on inside the jury room. And they tell Fox News' Amy Lang it all came down to race.
The judge cited irreconcilable differences, but several of the jurors had a lot more to say about what really led to the mistrial in the Sam Riddle bribery case.
You know, you get hit by a few good punches, you feel it, and it's been almost physical for me, what I've endured as a human being here, and that was just round one.
A mistrial in the Sam Riddle bribery case, and most of the jurors aren't happy.
There was pages and pages and pages and phone calls and all kinds of evidence. It was irrefutable evidence.
Jurors blaming this woman for the mistrial.
We're not going to comment on it, and it was very interesting. It has been a pleasure being down here at the federal court building.
Angela, a flight attendant and the only black juror, criticized by her fellow jurors for refusing to deliberate and making the case all about race.
She said, you guys just want to hang the black man.
Oh, it was threatening. I thought she was going to hurt me on my head.
There was yelling and screaming, and there was fights.
Jurors say she did agree with them once to convict on the Synagro bribery charge, then decided against it.
The next day, she got mad about something and said that she changed her vote from guilty to innocent.
I think 11 of us were trying really, really hard to get the job done and to be patient and to be adults. And it was very, very difficult and frustrating.
The judge asked me, what do you think's easier, being a restaurant manager or being in charge of these people? I said, I'd be a restaurant manager every day over that. It was definitely a struggle.
Some jurors were nearly in tears over the outcome and told prosecutors they had a strong case.
You know, just told them to keep plugging along, and if they're going to have another case and they're going to have to waste a lot of money, just make sure you watch who you pick for jurors.
But before the Riddle case is retried, Riddle's co-conspirator is scheduled for sentencing in March. Jurors heard a lot about Monica Conyers during this case and were not impressed.
I don't think I'd want to be her friend, that's for sure.
She's an evil woman.
In Detroit, Amy Lang, Fox 2 News.
You know, when Angela Woods, the holdout juror, left the federal courthouse today, she had little to say. Pretty much the same thing when we spoke to her outside of her house in Auburn Hills. We heard several no comments. She's really keeping a lot of her explanations for her actions to herself. But when we did ask her whether or not she played the race card, she did respond.
We want to talk to you about the deliberations and why you decided to do what you did.
I'm not commenting on this trial.
Angela Woods, the holdout juror, still trying to hold out when it came to responding to many of the allegations made by her fellow 11 jurors, who claimed she had already made up her mind before deliberations even started.
There was no explanation. There was no communication.
Shut us down at a lot of levels. Her mind was made up. Her mind before the door shut.
Her comments would be, hang the black man or everybody lies.
Did you say you all want to hang the black man? Did you say that?
I'm not going to comment.
Woods, who is a flight attendant from Auburn Hills, is also the lone African-American juror who is accused of being the only one who stood in the way of a verdict in the Sam Riddle mistrial. According to several jurors, it wasn't about the evidence against Riddle. It came down to the color of his skin.
I was actually quite shocked by the race divide.
Can you at least defend yourself, though, about playing the race card? Because that seems to be a major point of contention in this.
I don't owe anyone anything, not an explanation, and I'm not going to comment on it. It's over. It's done with. The judge made the decision. We're all, you know, happy to go back to our natural lives.
When asked about the fighting, the yelling, the profanity, even striking a juror with a binder, Woods wouldn't defend her alleged actions.
Everybody's opinions and views are their own, and that's all I can say, and I'm not going to comment.
Woods would only say she took serving on the jury very seriously. But her blatant disregard for the government's case during 6 days of deliberations has many jurors wanting the lone holdout's actions to be investigated.
I think we all played a huge role in this case.
What about your response if there's an investigation into jury tampering? How do you feel about that?
They're more than welcome to do what they like to do.
And at this point, it's not clear if there will be an investigation into Woods' actions. Woods says she hasn't even considered getting an attorney. At this point, she's just ready to get on with her life. Reporting live in downtown Detroit, Taryn Asher, Fox 2 News.